Well, I guess we'll just activate the grass is greener. Oh, I love this music. So if this resolves, there's an Ash Blossom, you know, 20 cards. There's 20. Gonna get a lot of effects here. This is how strong the deck is when your grass is greener. And also top of this Beamil Snow, it's crazy. He might just surrender at this point, honestly. I wouldn't blame him, so... What's good, everybody? Nick Base Plays here. Today, I'm going to show you my updated Shaddoll deck that I use in Diamond 1, which is the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'll show you how to do the basic combos, pretty much the optimal combos, and I'll show you some games of the deck at the highest rank. Alright, let's get into it. So, this deck's a 60-card deck. It's the first thing I want to mention. That's because it utilizes a card called The Grass Looks Greener. If you have more cards in your deck than your opponent does, send cards from your deck to the graveyard. See the same number of cards in your deck as your opponent. So we have a 60-card deck. Most people have 40-card decks. So essentially it says mill 20 or send 20 cards top deck to your graveyard. And then it triggers every single Shaddoll effect it sends. So basically if you activate this card, you get like 3 Shaddoll effects. You can also put Invocation and Alistair in grave to get free Invocation back to your hand. It has effect. You can mill Fairy Tale Snow, stuff like that. But basically if this goes off, you win the game because you got so many Shaddoll effects. So the first card in the deck is Cyframe Driver. It's used for Cyframe Gamma, which we'll get to in a second, but it's also light if used for Construct. We run a lot of hand traps in this deck because it's a 60-card deck to make sure we draw some kinds of interaction. So if I only had a few, with 60 cards, you might not draw them. But so we want to have a lot of copies of hand traps. That way we're able to draw them, even though we're running so many cards. It's 3-effect Veiler. You can negate an effect on your opponent's turn. Very strong. It's also a light, diffuse for Construct. So I love the light hand traps in this deck because they're both combo pieces because they can use diffuse for Construct, or they are interaction. 3 Maxi, best card in the game. We have 3 Cyframe Gamma. So if you have no monsters in the field and your opponent activates a monster effect, you can negate and destroy that card, and then also summon Cyframe Driver from your deck. So this is really good because what can happen is you go, okay, I'll activate the grass looks greener, or activate Shaddoll Fusion, what have you, Magical Meltdown, and they'll be like, oh, I'm going to Ash Blossom that. Then you can be like, okay, I'll Cyframe Gamma, negate Ash Blossom, making sure you ensure the grass is greener, so you basically win the game, and you get to summon 2 lights. So you get a lot of combo potential. You can link with them for Anaconda and stuff like that, or fuse them with Construct. Very, very, very good hand traps. It's good going first and second. We have 2 Shaddoll Hedgehog, our first Shaddoll monster of the deck. So this card's sent to the graveyard. You can search a Shaddoll monster. Basically, it keeps the Shaddolls in cycle, giving you more refuel. And if it's set and flipped up, you search Shaddoll's Power Trap. So next we have Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. So this is another light hand trap. If your opponent uses a monster effect or a spell and trap that's already face up in the field, you can discard this card and destroy that card. This card's very good right now over cards such as Nibiru because Runic is very popular, and Runic has a field spell, and this kills the Runic Fountain. So basically, it's just really good against the meta compared to Nibiru, but it's a light hand trap, so use for Construct or use to interact with your opponent's board. Next we have Ash Blossom, another hand trap, one of the best cards in the game. You negate special summons from your opponent's deck, or if they search cards, just have to put an interaction on your opponent's first turn. Next we have 2 Shaddoll Wendy. This card's a really strong Shaddoll monster. If it's sent to the graveyard by card effect, so by fusing, you get to set a Shaddoll monster from your deck. Usually you want to set Shaddoll Beast because he's the best flip effect. Very, very strong. But you could also set it yourself, and it's flipped up, you set a Shaddoll from your deck. So very strong card to fuse with to just get a free Beast set from your deck. And also it is a wind, which is very important because some fusion monsters such as El Shaddoll Apclone say 2 Shaddoll monsters with different attributes. And this one is a wind. Most are dark, so that's very good. So next we have 3 Shaddoll Squamata. I want to run 3 because I want to max consistency of this deck against a 60-card deck. So you want to make sure you draw your Shaddolls. You kind of need to open a Shaddoll, a light monster, and a fusion spell every hand to do the main combo, which involves summoning Construct. So again, you need a fusion spell, Shaddoll monster plus light. So Squamata, when sent to the graveyard by fusing, it sends any Shaddoll card back to the graveyard. So I like 3 of this card because it's very versatile. If you need Wendy, you can do Wendy. You need Beast, you can do Beast. It's just whatever you want it to be. You can do Hedgehog. So it's the most utility, I guess, out of all the Shaddolls. Next, we have 1 Shaddoll Dragon. This card sent to the graveyard by fusing, or card effect, whatever. It destroys a spell or trap card in the field. So there's a lot of trap decks right now, such as Runic. You can use it against things such as Labyrinth to just destroy the back rows before you make a big play. So once they have no more back rows, or at least you kill one, you can push to the other and make a huge combo and kill your opponent. So next we have Fairy Tale Snow. Absolutely insane card in this deck. Again, we have Grass is Greener. Can melt to 20 cards, which fuels your whole graveyard. What this card says is when it's normal special summon, it sets a monster face down. And you can banish 7 cards from your hand or graveyard to summon it. So Grass is Greener, load your grave. You can just summon this over and over and over again. Keep setting your opponent's monsters. Also a light, so it's perfect to fuse for Construct. Shaddoll Fusion lets you fuse from your deck if your opponent has a extra deck monster. So you can send this from your deck to the graveyard for Construct and just get free extra cards to work with. So next we have Alistair the Invoker. Very, very strong in this deck for multiple reasons. So he searches Invocation. So Invocation allows you to fuse with this from Graveyard to summon Makaba, which is a negation. So you can, whenever you Alistair, he can just be a negation, which I'll show you when we do the main combo. But the other cool thing is this is just a generic fusion spell. So what you can do is you can say, okay, I'll summon Alistair, and then you can just use this, and you can fuse with a light and Shaddoll from hand and make Construct. So it works in two ways, where you can use it either for the Invoked fusion monsters or for your Shaddoll fusion monsters, which is a very versatile card, very strong card in this deck. Next, we have Shaddoll Aerial. It's cards in the graveyard. You can banish 3 cards from your opponent's grave. This is very good at getting rid of, I guess, runic spells from opponent's graveyard, so they draw the Runic Fountain. It's sort of like Skyshaker Ray, so can't born it. The Golden Lord. A lot of decks nowadays in Yu-Gi-Oh! Use their graveyard as a resource, and having this as a one-of allows you to have this utility off your Shaddoll Squamatas and stuff like that to banish their key graveyard effects and basically pull them out. A lot of people, like, you can break their board, but they have recursion, like Tennies or in Sword Soul, and you can just banish those and they can't recover. Next is 3 Beast. I like 3 because I want to have max consistency. Again, this wasn't like Beast, I don't know really what it would be. So it just gives you higher odds of drawing the Shaddoll and Light and Fusion spell. And it allows you to draw a card when it's sent to the graveyard by fusing or Grass Screener. Or if you set up Wendy, because it's the best flip effect monster in the deck, you can draw 2 and discard a card. So it's just really strong to set this from the deck. Because it means next turn you have like so much refuel and you can just like draw what you need to kill them. And when you discard a card, it also triggers a Shaddoll effect. So you can draw 2 and then you can discard a Shaddoll, get another effect. It's crazy. Actually, have Foolish Burial. Foolish triggers all the Shaddolls because it's a card effect, it's integrated by a card effect. So it's whatever you want it to be. You can send Squamata and then send Beast to draw a card. Kind of just dig to your hand, see what you want to draw, and then what you're going to do. Maybe dig for cards like Grass is Greener that are strong. Dig for fusion spells. Hedgehog can search a Shaddoll if you need to summon Construct. You can send Snow. It's very, very, very versatile. Destroy backer with Shaddoll Dragon, stuff like that. So next is one of the main cards, Shaddoll Fusion. So you fuse for a Shaddoll monster using monster from your hand or field. But if they have an extra deck monster, which almost every deck in the game uses extra deck monsters now, you can fuse from your deck. So it's just a huge power card if you go second. Go first, it's fine. You can make Winda, Construct, whatever, do your combo. That will be showing you the standard combos. That's really good. Or going second, you can break their board by getting extra free advantage by sending Snow, free Shaddoll, and then you have so many cards to work with from there. Pazars is the next after that. One of the perks of running a 6-card deck is we won't really deck out. So we're able to banish 10 cards to the top of our deck to draw 2. Other decks can run this, but the cool thing about this deck is that I can run multiples of these cards. So if we banish one, it's not a big deal. If we banish one Schism, we have another. Run a lot of multiples of Shaddolls. Multiples of most of my cards, so if you banish cards, not a big deal. Next is Graphic Screener. The whole reason we're running 60 cards, I went over at the beginning. Basically, if you activate this card, you just win the game. And it's really cool because if you have this, plus like Gamma to protect it, or Call By to stop them from mashing it, you just like win. So next Invocation, I run 3, partially because Desires can banish some of them, but partially because it's just good to draw. If you summon like the Alistair and they effect failure him or ash him or something, you can be like, okay, I have Invocation anyway and make Makaba. You can also just use the fuse for Construct from your hand with the Light and a Shaddoll. So I wanted more ways to be able to consistently fuse. This helped me do that. Next we have Magicalized Fusion. This is a pretty interesting card. Fusion summon 1 spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion monsters listed on it from your field or grave. So what you do with the main combo is you can make you link with Alistair and Construct, and you make Anaconda, and then you use Anaconda plus a Shaddoll, and you summon Winda, which is very strong. So yeah, basically gives you a free Winda from Anaconda. Next one, Pod Prosperity. You can't draw off Beast and Desires to use this card, but it does let you look at the top 3 or 6 cards of your deck and kind of just pick whatever you need. Let's say you need a fusion spell. Like all you need is you have a light and a Shaddoll, you just need a fusion spell. You can get that. Let's say you have a Shaddoll and a fusion spell, but you need a light. You can get that. It just fixes whatever you need. So not being able to draw off Beast that turn is not a big deal compared to like guaranteeing you will be able to activate this card, or like do your main combo. Traditionally, you can banish like a Makaba, so you run 2. You can get rid of Dark as a utility card, maybe one Apclo, maybe one Raijin, Shekanaga. So there's tons of stuff to activate this card. You have to banish 3 or 6 cards from an extra deck face down. You look at that many cards and add one to your hand and just get whatever you need. Next is Magical Meltdown. This card is very strong. It says search Alistair, and then Alistair in turn can give you a fusion spell to make Construct or make the Invoke fusions. But it also says the activation of your cards and effects include something a fusion monster can't be negated, and when a fusion monster is summoned, they can't do anything. So what that means is they can't Solemn Judgment, they can't use all their, negate monsters to stop your Invocation and your Shaddoll fusion, stuff like that. And then when you summon your construct, they can't negate it with like Effect Veiler and stuff like that either. So that's very good to ensure its effect goes through. Next we have El Shaddoll Fusion, just more ways to summon construct. Fusion summon one Shaddoll monster for extra deck, but it's a quick play. So what you can do is be like attack, and then El Shaddoll Fusion, attack again for game, or you can use it to dodge things. Let's say you summon Alistair, and they're like Effect Veiler or something, or like infinite impermanence on it. You can El Shaddoll Fusion, fusing with that same Alistair, putting in graveyard, summon Winda, and then since Alistair's engraved now, it dodges the Effect Veiler or the infinite impermanence, resolving its effect, getting the invocation, and you can summon Macabre or whatever. So it lets you dodge the removal as well, which is nice. Like either go for game or dodge removal, or just again consistency to have more fusion spells. 2 Call by the Grave. Use this on your opponent's hand traps, such as Ash, Maxi, Veiler, stuff like that, to ensure your plays go through. 3 impermanence, more hand traps. Target one 5th monster per opponent controls. Negates effect. If there are no monsters, you can do it. So basically on their first turn, you can use this to interact. And last but not least, debatably the best card in the deck, besides Grass Screener, is Shaddoll Schism. This card's insane, so I should probably just read it. During the main phase, it's continuous traps, so it saves up every turn. You can do this every single turn. You can fusion summon a Shaddoll fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing monsters from your graveyard or field. So your graveyard just becomes free fusions. Then you can summon a monster to the graveyard your opponent controls with the same attribute as the monster you summon. So you can banish like 2... You can make Winda by banishing Darks and send a Dark from their field to the graveyard. So say someone like, I don't know, Sky Striker Ray or like, I don't know, just whatever Dark, any Dark monster, PK monster or something. You just summon Winda and send it to graveyard. And it doesn't target either. This does not target. So once it goes through, you can send anything. It's not like, oh, I picked that one. They're like, oh, I'll chain this to like dodge it. It's like, no. Once it goes through, their monster sent to the graveyard. So you can use this to summon Winda. So they can only special one monster once per turn, and it sends a Dark to the graveyard. You can use an App Clone, which negates a face-up card, which is really good at negating like field spells and monsters. Construct's good utility, get sort of a light from their field, and then you can, send like Shaddoll Dragon to blow the back row, or Beast to draw a card, Ariel to banish their Gold Lord from grave, whatever. Very good card. The main combo searches this card because it's so powerful, and you get it again next turn. So I'll be showcasing the main combo with this deck and how it works. So that's deck, El Shaddoll Winda. Schism will usually be summoning this turn 1. You set Schism, and then on their first turn you play this. So it can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects, and each spec can only summon one special summon once per turn. So what you do when you go first is you do all these summons. Then with your opponent's turn, you say, okay, you can only summon once, and then they can't catch up, and then they lose. So Winda's like game-winning card by itself a lot of the time. Next we have Invoked Raijin. It's an invoke card, summon off Invocation. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster in the field, set it face down, kind of interruption for your opponent. On their turn, we have App Cologne, can be destroyed by battle. If it's a special summon, you can target a card in the field, permanently negate it. It's any card, including like spell and traps, like face-up ones like field spells. Instead of the graveyard, you can add a Shaddoll card from your deck or graveyard to your hand and discard a card. So you can like add Shaddoll Fusion to your deck and then like discard Dragon, blow up their back row. Pretty cool. Construct, this is the main monster. We summon her every turn 1, or we try to. Because she lets you, when she summons, she sends a Shaddoll back to the graveyard, giving you more access to your cards you need, whether it's drawing a card, setting beasts in your deck, searching a Shaddoll to fuse with later, whatever. And also, she's good at breaking boards because when she attacks a special monster, she destroys it automatically. And then Winda and Construct, when sent to the graveyard, add a Shaddoll card from grave to hand, so even if they die, you still get recursion. It's pretty crazy. So another Invoke card, Invoked Melodious. I also put a fusion monster. This card is special summoned, or if your opponent special summons a monster, you can target a monster on your opponent's field, destroy it. So it's just when they summon a monster, you get destruction, which is very good. You can like lock them into one special summon with Winda, and they do special summon their one time, you just destroy it. Its other effect is you can banish a fusion monster from grave until the end of your opponent's next turn and gains the attack. So it's pretty big for a while. Like banishing Construct from your graveyard makes him 4,800. We have Invoke Macabre. I really like 2 because I summoned 2. Like the first one turn 1, and out that you get another one later for the grind game. But this card says, once per turn, your opponent uses a spell, trap, or monster effect, you can discard that same type from your hand, the spell, trap, or monster, being able to use, and then you can negate and banish their card. So turn 1, you can set up like Winda, special turn 1s, plus a negation, and it's really hard to deal with. We have El Shaddoll Shekanaga. This card is you can summon it sometimes with like Schism if you have Maxi and Grave. If your opponent uses an effect of a special summon monster, you can discard a Shaddoll card and then destroy that monster and negate the activation. So it's good utility. More ways to fuse is nice if you have Maxi and Grave later in the game. And Schism lets you kill Earth monsters with this. So you have Gravity Controller. Basically, the main part of this card is that it's just a link 1 that uses a monster in the extra zone. So what you do is you put Construct. You summon Construct. You send Shaddoll Schism to graveyard. Then you link away Construct for Gravity Controller, adding Schism to your hand. Then you flip Schism on their turn and play Winda and lock them out of the game. But, so yeah. It's mostly to send Construct to the graveyard against Schism. But its other effect is it can't die by battle by monsters in the main monster zone. And the monsters in the extra monster zone, when they attack each other, they both go back to the extra deck. So it can out monsters in the extra monster zone too. Kind of hard to deal with sometimes. There's Artemis the Magic's Moon. Its effect is irrelevant, but what you do is you summon Alistair, and you search Invocation, and you can link off Alistair for this, because it's just level 4 lower spellcaster, and that gives you a light monster. So you can go Alistair, get Invocation, then Fusion Summon it, using it. This monster is a light, plus Shaddoll, make Construct, and then make Pakaba later. Invocation, we have Verte Anaconda. This card allows you to Shaddoll Fusion from your deck, the Magic Flash Fusion from your deck, and your main combo to get the Winda. And then you also have Dark, the Dark Charmer. This is just an extra link monster for the grind game. It lets you reborn Dark from your opponent's graveyard. Lets you get things off the field, which is very nice. Let's say you have a Winda on the field, and you're like, oh, I'm locked on a special link only once. You can just link it away for your first action, and then you can special link many times if you want, which is very nice to turn off your own Winda. Reborn their monster, and if it's destroyed by your opponent's card, then you search a Dark with 15 or less defense for your deck, and you have a lot of options here. You got not Alistair, but you have Skomata and the Shaddolls. Alright, so time to show you the main combo. So if you guys want to play this deck, you are able to win with it, play in Diamond 1, rank up, whatever, like how it's played optimally. So let me show you. Alright guys, I'm using a duel simulator to show you guys the optimal combos for the deck. So this first combo is just if you have Alistair plus a Shaddoll plus Shaddoll Fusion. So what you do is you will summon Alistair, and you'll be searching the Invocation. The deck's a bit different for the combo's the same though. You can turn Alistair into a light monster by linking away from Magistus, and then you can activate Shaddoll Fusion, fusing away that new light monster and the Shaddoll, and you want to make sure you put Construct in the extra monster zone right here. Construct will trigger, and so will Skomata. You can send Schism to the graveyard is the one you want no matter what. The other one's kind of up to you. I guess you don't always have Skomata in hand. Beast will draw a card. Wendy will set Beast. I guess we'll just do that for now. So we'll send Wendy, and then Wendy can set Beast from the deck. Next, you can activate the Invocation, and you can banish Alistair and the Magistus from graveyard. Get Makaba, so you get a negate. Invocation activates. You can put it back at the top of your deck, or back into your deck, and shuffle to add Alistair to your hand. And then you're going to link away the Construct for Gravity Control, because it's in the extra monster zone, and add Schism to your hand. And you can set Shaddoll Schism. So what this does is on your opponent's turn, you have a negate, and you have Schism, which you can banish 2 monsters to make Winda, so they can only special one time. You have a negate on top of that, and then Beast is set, so you have follow-up for next turn, and Alistair in hand. So they have to kill you with 1 special summon and through a negate, and you get all this stuff next turn off Beast flipping and drawing 2 cards, and then summoning this. So very, very, very good. All right, so let's just say you have a normal hand of a light monster, Shaddoll, and Shaddoll Fusion. So this is without Alistair. So you fuse using the light and the Shaddoll, summon Construct, making sure it's in the extra monster zone, and then you can send you can either draw a card of Beast, you can send Wendy to the graveyard, kind of depends on your hand. For this example, we'll send Wendy, and we will send Shaddoll Schism. Wendy will trigger putting Shaddoll Beast to the field, and then we can link this off for Gravity Controller, and we will get the Shaddoll Schism, set this, and then on their turn, we can summon the Winda, so they can only special one time. We have a Beast for next turn follow-up, and we end up, we win the game. All right, this last combo is if you open really good, and you have a light, a Shaddoll Fusion Spell, and Alistair. So here's the, I guess, max potential or optimal combo. First, we'll summon Alistair, and we will search the Invocation. Next, what we can do is I guess we could just link this off to get an extra light for later. Is fine. We'll Shaddoll Fusion, but this time we'll fuse from hand. We'll go ahead and use the light in hand and the Skomata for Construct. And we'll use Construct and Skomata. As usual, setting Schism. For this example, we can go ahead and I guess we'll just send Wendy. Wendy will activate, and we will set Shaddoll Beast from our deck. And then from here, since we have the Light Engrave, we'll go ahead and we'll banish a Alistair and the Light for Makaba. Invocation can activate, goes back into your deck to add Alistair from banished to your hands. And then you can link off these two, the Construct and the Magistus, for Verte Anaconda. Then we can go ahead, Construct, gives you Schism. We can use the Anaconda, pay 2,000, and we can use Magic Fusion. So we send Magic Fusion, and then you can just banish whatever. So banish these two from grave, or you can also use the Anaconda itself. I guess for this example, we can go ahead and do that. Let's banish the Anaconda, and let's go ahead and banish the Anaconda and the Squamata. So we have Window, we have a Negate, and we have Schism. So basically what this does is it allows you to do the thing where you'd flip this and summon Window next turn ahead of time, and now you can use this for whatever. Let's say they out the first Window, right? Okay, I'll just Schism and make another one, and then they're definitely screwed, right? So they have effect negation or something, then they can only special one time afterwards, or you can summon Construct, Applicant negate a card, stuff like that. So it's just very good to have the three fusions. So negate, can only summon one per turn, and then you can play through their answers as well. And you can follow for next turn. So those are the 3 main combos. I guess now I'll show you what it's like to play this deck at the highest rank, that is Diamond 1 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and how it works, I guess, at the top level. Alright, we have Diamond 1 versus Diamond 1. 2 players of the highest rank, should be a good match. So we lose the coin toss. Usually they'll choose to go first, is what I'm assuming. Yep. So this can showcase how good this deck is at going second. Shaddoll Fusion is at live because most decks play a monster from the next deck turn 1, which allows us to fuse from our deck. We have tons of hand traps. Shaddoll Fusion can play through things as well. So let's see what we can do here. So we have a light, a light Shaddoll, and a fusion spell. We have Grass is Greener, which is our strongest card. And we also have Ghost Ogre, which is a hand trap to kind of interrupt their plays. Oh god, we're playing versus Labyrinth. Okay, so this is a trap-oriented deck. I actually kind of like playing versus these decks with this one, because Shaddoll Fusion can dodge some of the traps, as well as Shaddoll Dragon is going to just play out the back rows. So clearing them, we can push through and go for game. So pretty good. So Backjack goes to Graveyard. I believe it lets them organize the top 3 cards of their deck. And then, yeah, and then you can also banish this card during my turn from grave and then set a trap. If the top card of your deck is a normal trap, you can set it, but they organize it so it always is. Alright, so this is the trap-based deck. The Labyrinth deck. Very popular. Alright, so I kind of want to play this right away, but I also want to bait things out. I don't know if they run hand traps that much, though, so let's just go ahead and play it. And just hope it... I think it's going to resolve here. They have to have Ash Blossom, or we basically just win. No! Okay, well, just know if that resolve, we mill our whole deck and get 1,000 Shaddoll effects and win the game from there. That's fine, though. I guess I had to have something. So pretty interesting here. We can save this to play through traps, so I guess we'll lead our turn with Invocation, just as a generic fusion spell. We can fuse with our Light and our Shaddoll for Construct. So we search Welcome Labyrinth. So that's what, summon a Labyrinth monster from your deck, I think. And then you can reset if a monster leaves the field via normal trap. Okay, so we're gonna summon a Labyrinth monster from your deck. That's fine by me. And they'll also use Backjack before the deck shuffles from the Welcome Labyrinth. I'm sure they put a normal trap on top of their deck and they're going to be setting it. I don't remember if I can see what it is or not. I do. So they're setting a compulsory reactivation device. I'm pretty sure you can't use the turn set, though. Right? So it's, yeah, so they can't... Oh, that second card can be activated this turn. Okay, so they can use it. So they get a compulse they can use. We can use Shaddoll Fusion to dodge that. This card also does something crazy. What does this card do? Put a card monster effect response to activation of normal trap cards. Oh, well, that's really good against us, actually. You can target one normal trap in your graveyard, set it. If I'm monster the field by trap effect, you can destroy a card in my hand at random. Okay. Well, that's really good. So we'll go ahead and put this here in case we do want a gravity controller. I'm not sure if we will, but we'll leave the option open. So we'll play Construct. The hard part here is this card's effect makes so we can't chain this to Compulse. That's like one of the strongest things about this card is they try and Compulse or whatever, and we can just like, okay, well, I'll dodge it. But this says We can't. Oh, we have a monster effect. Oh, okay, never mind. Then we're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. So they try and compulse this. We can just dodge it. Send another. Contract's also not once per turn, by the way. So we're gonna send another card to the graveyard. This is gonna be actually pretty huge for us. So hopefully Shaddoll Fusion resolves here. Then this wouldn't even trigger because we didn't lose a monster from his normal trap. Yeah, very good at playing through back rows. Shaddoll Fusion. It being a quick play is nice. You can use it on the chain. All right, so what's this last trap? What's it gonna be? Also, I believe this card. If I like lose a monster by the normal traps, monster, yeah, then he goes back to the hand. So he wouldn't get that either, which is huge. What is this last trap? Is it nothing and he's tilted, or oh, is it? Okay, it's good. Oh wow, that's amazing. That's really good here. So Dynamiscus, discards a card and banishes this. Yeah, that's really strong here. What are we thinking about? Let's see what he's discarding. Back. Oh my god, that's really good. So what do we want to send in the graveyard? We get 2 sends now. I mean, setting a card. I guess drawing a card and setting a card are both pretty good. Let's try and draw a card for sure. Try to draw like Alistair or something. And then we'll also Wendy will allow us to set. We'll go in reverse order. That way we don't draw the card we're trying to set, which is Beast. I don't want to draw Beast right now. I want to draw like Alistair. Does he get this effect? Alright, I hope he doesn't chain this, because then I can't Ogre. It would chain block the Ogre. I think he's going to chain block here, though. If he ends it here, I can Ogre this, which is strong. But, yeah, I think he's going to chain that. Alright, that's fine. So we lose our Ghost Ogre. We don't have a window to use it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Alright. That's fine. So he gets to set another card. What's it this time? It's a close one. That was really good Dynamiscus. If they didn't have Ash for Grass and Greener, we'd have blown them out. That's okay. So they order. Oh, is it only once per turn? Okay, each effect once per turn. Nice. Oh, this summons. I think this does in the field. Quick effect, you can set the card here or field discard. Okay, so you can't do anything with it. So special from deck, I would like to set the Shaddoll Beast. Hopefully we draw Alistair and we just win. Dang. We can summon this Snow, but it wouldn't get us anywhere. Maybe we just end. Because this way, when we draw 2, we can discard Beast, and we still have some interaction with Snow. Yeah, I was just hoping we drew Meltdown or Alistair there. We could pop off. We'd set that face down. Some Macabre would be pretty good, but I don't think we're in like a terrible spot either. It depends. What does this do? You can set a card, hand to graveyard. Send this card from hand to graveyard and discard a card. Set a Labyrinth, spell or trap. Oh, and this sets another one. Okay, well, that's pretty good. I actually had a really good play. I'm not sure why I didn't do it. I could have summoned Snow, summoned this, made Anaconda. This would be set from Snow, make Anaconda Magic Fusion, make Winda, attack over that. That would have been really good, actually. That's what I should have done, but that's okay. So we'll discard this Komata. At least I had to show you this cool interaction. Then we get its effect. I'm just going to kill the card that he just said. We draw 2, kill that Compulse. It's pretty good. Now if he tries to use this, we can Gamma it, because we drew Gamma. That's really good, actually. I don't see why you wouldn't do that, right? Oh, he drew a good card already, I see. Okay, that's fine then. Alright, let's see what we draw. Our best draw is probably still Alistair. Or Magic Meltdown would be our best draw. Imperm. Imperm. Do I Imperm? What does this do? On my turn? If a normal trap kills one of my cards, I have to discard a card. Okay, at random. Do I save this for the grind? Our graveyard's pretty stacked for Snow. I'll probably save this. So what if I just try and snow now? Let's do that. Let's try and just set this before anything else happens. I guess just get rid of the Shaddolls. We probably want that in rotation though. We gotta leave some stuff for Schism. I guess we don't need Invocation Engrave either. And I want to have it Shaddoll Engrave, Spell Engrave, so if Conjurer win to die, we can get it back, because we're going to be trying to summon one this turn. Alright. So play Snow. Just try and set this Labyrinth girl. With the foil, too. I was hoping they would do something here, but I guess I don't see like why or when they would. Sure. So he destroys this, but at the same time we still set it. The only thing I care about is if they rip Magical Ice Fusion out of our hand. That'd be huge. Can we negate this with Gamma? I'd assume we can, right? I hope they don't hit a trap off that. This is set face down. Maybe you can't... I don't think it can resolve face down, right? Also, if you feel a trap effect, you can set this card. Sure. That's fine. They can't use it. Alright, so we can finally actually make a push here of some kind. Magical Ice Fusion. Summon Winda. Our grave's looking a bit low, but we're doing what we can. Alright. Let's attack this chick. Get her out of here. Hopefully Winda's hard for him to deal with. I don't know if it actually is or isn't. And then we'll set an Imperm. Okay, that's fine. So this is what it shuffles away Winda. Alright, that's fine. What I'm hoping happens is we just top deck Grass is Greener. Or, I mean, Alice is falling off a bit now. Yeah, I guess Grass is Greener would be our best draw. Very interesting. If he uses this card, it's huge for us. Because we can just Gamma it and kill it. And he loses the card he discards too. Nice. So it's Self and Heartbeat. Okay. Definitely gonna Gamma that. He's gonna use Welcome Labyrinth and get a free monster soon, which is scary, but he's done that through top deck war probably. I guess we'll just put things in defense. This can go attack to 0 defense. Alright. Nice. And the set trap is Welcome Labyrinth. Let him summon a Labyrinth monster from the deck, I believe. Okay, that's fine. What is he gonna summon though? Probably just the big 2100 girl again, right? She seems pretty good. I guess Dinomischus. That's just a 1200 attack monster. Nothing special really comes out of that. It's just a beater for now. It's gonna come down to top decks. They have a light in this deck? Or darks. So I'm not sure what to do with my Alistair if I draw it. I guess we would have our own light. It's fine. Alright. So her effect is that turn normal trap in graveyard and set to the field. Okay, wait, can only be... Came after this control fee monster. I guess we'll just have to negate that here. Stall him for 1 turn. So our draws out of this are Alistair, Grass is Greener, Magical Meltdown. Those are the good ones. Pretty close game though. I'm really hoping we draw Grass because they negated our first one. Oh, that's smart. He banished them. So I don't have a light engrave besides Snow. I can get rid of Snow at this point though. Prosperity. Wow. Alright. Do we go for 6? What will we banish? 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want that. I mean, we could probably just do 6. We probably should just do 6. We need to get a card this turn. We don't need that. We can go with one of those. That. I kind of like Dark. We don't need Magistus. I guess we don't need Gravity Controller either. Or we probably don't need... Do I need Verte randomly? I don't think we're going to play Verte. Usually it's just for Magical Life Fusion. I mean, I don't have a monster, extra monster for me to Shaddoll Fusion. Okay, good thing I didn't do 3, because those are all hand traps. Oh my god, no. How are we whiffing off 6? Oh my god, we whiffed with 6. Wow, we whiffed with 6. Oh my god. You know, you have no idea how many Alistairs are in this. I mean, you probably do, because you saw the deck profile, but we have a lot of Alistairs. So, that's pretty unfortunate, because we have Terraforming, 3 Alistair, 3 Magical Meltdown, 2 Grass's Greener. Those are the cards we wanted to hit. Any of those have been amazing. At least we bricked our draws were bricked for a while. Not gonna draws anymore. Yeah, you can just set a trap now though. I can't help but think, man, if they just didn't have that Ash, we were good to go. I wanted that that Prosperity is a really good draw. Potentially. Yeah, it's fine. Hopefully just attack here and that's it. I don't even know what I would get. Shaddoll Fusion's kind of useless because I don't use their extra deck. Schism's also kind of useless. We're in hard times. It's really, at this point, just Grass's Greener or bust. He might just pass. Can he just pass, bounce this? Or, I see. I guess he could hit that out of the hand with this effect instead of the card we draw. Are they gonna use their extra deck? Oh my god. So now we can get Shaddoll Fusion. Oh, they're gonna need Dark. But I don't have any Darks in grave, that's fine. We're gonna play through multiple back rows, which is not gonna be easy. If another monster leaves the field by normal trap, okay. I see. Dang it. I want a Grass's Greener. Alright. If they play properly, we can't win, but you never know. So what do they set? Punishment. Oh my god. Because they can just compulse their own. I guess we can make construct normally though. We have like a ghost of a chance, I guess, if you want to use that term. Our chances are very low. Oh wow. I honestly did not think we'd get anywhere close to this far. Nice. So they have compulse and punishment. We have to kill that, so I guess we need construct. Whatever I make, they're just gonna bounce back. We get App Cologne just to get effects off. Which really isn't that bad. I think we have to draw a card. Draw a card and set a card is even good. It's probably our best shot. We need to draw like Alistair, like right now. Let's go 1. 2, 3. Kind of wanted to aerial and get rid of his graveyard effects as well, but I don't know. It's crazy. I think we're still losing this. Impulse, okay. It's fine. At least we still get to negate that, so it's not bad. So that should resolve in a new chain, so it won't rip a card out of our hand. This set effect. I guess we want to get Schism. Okay, we drew Schism. I really wanted Alistair, but that's fine. What is this again? Punishment? Oh my god. It's not good. Dude, this thing just keep coming. I don't know what to do. Oh my god. So they have Punishment. I can't believe we're still grinding. If they have Intis to send out Punishment, we're in a terrible spot. But if not, we can try and narrowly win somehow. I can't believe I haven't drawn Alistair yet. That's what I can't believe. We would be good to go if we had Alistair. I think. Or at least close to it. It's like it's so grindy. Well, now I really wish that I didn't get rid of Anaconda. But here we are. I can reborn this myself. I guess I'll just do that. I'll make my own dark. The punishment now before I can make dark. It's fine though. I mean I don't care. I only really care about Intis. Killing Schism. Maybe we might be fine actually now. Ooh, the fossil guy. So this guy, what, you can banish him to destroy a back row. And this is Welcome Labyrinth. I can still make dark. But at what cost? We need our grave for Schism. This is so crazy. He's negated now, or she. This is such a grindy game. I can't even still playing this game. All right. I wish I had Verte. Jeez. Make dark. Get big guy. Actually, we might just be winning. Alright, let's just do that. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. I guess we have Hedgehog right there, so this will be 7. Do I want to use this card's effect? I'm gonna make Dark get their guy. This is so hard. I guess not, because I'm probably just gonna crash. Or do I just leave that there? If I set that, it just gets the effect back. Either way, we just don't use the effects, so it doesn't matter. Dark. Dark effects. Alright, does it say if a trap leaves the field, my opponent's field? By your normal trap, okay. I don't know what he can search with this. That's too much. I don't know, I think Ariana, he can search for Ariana, I think. Alright. I'm just gonna kill this so he can't search more cards, I guess. I kind of want to crash these. I'll just do it. This might be a throw. Crashing these. I wish I could search Alistair so bad. Where's my Alistair, dude? I'll lash it all. Alright. End. Alright, so what do they have? They have this can destroy a back row. I know, I'm going to chain when they do that. For sure. They still have a backjack engrave? What? I guess I knew that because it was there for an option with Dark to Reborn. Oh my god. This is so much. Okay, well, obviously we're chaining this. I don't even know if it matters what we get, though. Like, at all. We can get Window, just attack over it. I guess we should make App Cologne, because it can't die by battle. Or we could make Construct at this point. Yeah, let's do that. I think we're never snowing again. I think we're never ever snowing again. App Cologne would kill that, but I think I just don't care about that. The Construct effect. How does this Welcome Labyrinth card work? I guess you can chain if I try to destroy it. Could only back it during my turn. It's probably gonna get rid of it now. And you get second pulse with these cards. I probably should have killed that. Maybe. I probably should have made Apolone. Because we also are out of constructs now. The cool thing here, though, is like when this dies, we just get it back. It doesn't have like the compulse for it, which I banished. This is the longest game ever. Oh my god. Alright, so discard, send the graveyard, and then discard another card, right? Oh god. And it gets these back every single time. Oh, he finally gets his field spell. Does this make it so that all the normal traps also destroy a card? Jeez. A non-Labyrinth normal trap card. You special with Fiend for hand or grave? Oh god. This is the Labyrinth. But it's also actually Labyrinth. Okay, so this one it does destroy a card. Okay. Well, we get Schism back, but then he also gets this. He draws a card. And then special one's a Fiend monster. And this goes back to his hand. This is from your hand, though. Okay, so you just draw the card. He has to draw a card to set. This is pretty cool. That's royal. I like that. Someone's 2100 defense. Okay, that's why he can't get off dark. Alright, I'm hoping Schism will just carry me. If he doesn't draw a trap, I'm happy. But his deck's like all traps, so. I'm sorry I think Apollo maybe was just better. Instead of construct, I don't know. Oh my god. It's your trap. Sure. Probably kill that, I guess. This isn't reborn from the graveyard or anything, right? No, it doesn't. That'd be crazy. Just thinking he wants to kill that. So what trap did he draw? Jeez. Also, if we draw grass, it doesn't really matter that much anymore because we use our Shaddolls. We just need to draw Alistair. We have 3 Meltdown, Terraforming, 3 Alistair. Please. Please. Desires wouldn't be terrible. So much banished. So attacking this is definitely good because I don't actually have any like Shaddolls left. Like getting Shaddolls spells don't really do anything. I'll get El Shaddol Fusion to like help dodge things later, but I don't know if it'll matter. He's really... You definitely should attack this. If he leaves us with this, that's great. Because this is one of our only Shaddolls left to play with, to fuse with. I think he'll attack it ultimately. I don't know if he's even... I don't, if he, what is it? So when does this come back? Card in your graveyard. If a monster in the field, but no trap. Okay, yeah, so he finally attacks. Definitely the right move. Let's just get El Shaddol Fusion to dodge things. We can't really use this because I use Construct. Like all we have is Apollo and Window now. Alright, Alistair, please stop running. Yes. Yes. Do we have any lights? We have Construct. Okay. Please don't stop. Please, please don't have a way to stop this. I'm begging you. It's a Labyrinth. So only Welcome Labyrinth gets to destroy a card effect. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Slowly but surely. Oh my god! What? He drew Welcome Labyrinth? Oh my god, that negates this. So do we just lose now? Oh my god, he really drew Welcome Labyrinth. That's so crazy. That's the best draw I could have had. By far, it's not even close. Wow. If we drew Alistair, we could have dodged that too. It was just that one that died. Oh my god. Alright. Well. I mean, I guess we actually will also do this. Like, why wouldn't we? I'll leave the royal one because it's cool. Alright. We're not technically out of the game yet. We just have to draw another Alistair next turn. Sure. Does this set another Welcome Labyrinth? Oh my god. I really am in the Labyrinth. I really am in the Labyrinth, huh? No joke. Like, whenever I want to use this, he can just chain. Also, this can be used in the main phase. He probably should have just draw phase, use Welcome Labyrinth, then he probably won. But I don't know if maybe he didn't think of it, or maybe it doesn't work that way. I don't know. I think that was a good play. So he can destroy Schism when I flip it. So we're just a game of chicken now. If I flip Schism, he's going to kill it. So I have to wait for him to use Labyrinth, and then I chain. Alright, Alistair, please. If we draw Alistair, we probably win. Come on. Come on, baby. No. That's so insane. I can't use it because I already used my construct. Oh my god. Oh, wait. The heat's getting to me. I'm trolling. I'm about to take 300. Oh my god. Alright, go. We're gonna lose. Maybe. That was dumb. I forgot I switched it. Okay. Ah, man. He could just do it in the draw phase. Maybe he will never think of it. It's fine. It's time to use where I wish I had 3 construct. Alright. Come on, Alistair. We have so many of you in the deck. We have desire. You know desires? That doesn't do anything. I think that literally does nothing. Normally a very good card. Is this Invocation that's banished face up? Or face down? Also, Alistair should be the one's banished, not Invocation. So it doesn't matter. Oh my god. Like, we could thin our deck. I guess we'll just use this. Alright, we'll get rid of our dead draws. This is so sad. This is so sad. I just that was my window to draw Alistair and punish. I guess it's only 1 out of... Oh, it's higher than 1 out of 10 chance. We still have two Meltdown and Terraforming. He's gotta have something. He has so many cards. Like, also, the second he learns he can do this in the draw phase to dodge Schism, we're screwed. So we gotta do this before he figures it out. Set so he set the card he had just in. Okay, sure. All right, desires, Alistair. Come on, baby. Meltdown. Oh my god, that doesn't do anything. I'm gonna use it. Maybe he'll think it does something. Also, like, we can set him. Oh, we actually won. Wow. Oh, he didn't know it did nothing. But that's how strong that card is. All right. All right. Diamond 1, Diamond 1. Flip the coin and see if we get the... Okay, so we get the pick. Nice. So, again, we'll try to open with Winda, Makaba, lock them out of special summoning with our Winda, and then Makaba has to negate to back it up, and then hopefully finish them off next turn. All right. Let's see what we draw. Wow. It's an interesting hand. All right. So... we're gonna play Grass is Greener, and if he has Ash Blossom, we can just Gamma and negate it, and then we win. Yeah. Very good, very good. Alright, so activate Gamma here. Unless he has his own Gamma. Find out he's playing Gamma. It's a pretty rare card. It's not that common. Alright. So that resolves. We get Gamma here, as well as Driver. Negate that. And we'll mill a bunch. Pretty cool. So let's see what we mill. a lot. Yeah, usually you win if you get this off. So we would have Alistair in grave. No, Alistair. So if you have Alistair in grave, you can aerial to banish it and then get it to your hand. Okay, we win. GG. Oh my god, they're Diamond 2. Should we let them in? Gonna have to earn it. Gonna have to earn it. Alright, so we're going first this game. Very good. Alright, so let's try and get that window going. Lots of special summoning. We get to back it up and then win from there. Not the strongest hand, but it'll do. It'll do. Let's see here. So they're playing 35 cards. Alright. Activate Invocation. Definitely don't mind getting that driver out of our hand, because it is just a normal monster. Send both. And we get Construct. So the cool thing about Construct here is we don't actually have to dump Schisms, we already drew it. So we can choose to dump something else. Maybe we'll draw a card, try and draw Alistair. Probably also could put Wendy down. That way we can set Beast from our deck. So we'll send Wendy. And then we'll also just send Beast and draw a card. Pretty solid. So we do Beast first, Wendy second. That way we don't Beast draw into our Beast. We want to make sure we thin our deck. Also have higher odds of getting off the Alistair draw. Oh, we actually drew it. Nice. Alright, so we'll play Alistair. Summon Alistair. I guess we'll go for the Magical Eyes fusion play. Is that even good? Might as well get this. Oh, so we can't make the Magistus. I actually haven't really. I mean, it's weird because we don't have a Shaddoll spell and trap it back to our hands. But I guess we'll just keep going. Yeah, we'll just do this anyway. It's fine. So we'll go ahead, play Anaconda. We do not get a card back to our hand, unfortunately, which I would love to do. I don't know if we draw Alistair or not, though. Make Bakaba next, so we can just negate something. It's just safe in case I don't use Valor for that and just saved it the whole time. But usually you shouldn't play this right when you can. That way, you have answers to their hand traps. And then we'll get this to our hand. Free discard fodder. We'll go ahead. Pay 2,000. Do Magical Eyes Fusion. I'm gonna get rid of the Verte. That way, I don't have a win con of like doing a lot of damage. But it's also just nice because it leaves our grave full for Schism. Because Verte is a dark itself for the window. So we do that, and set Schism. So pretty solid. We have the Makaba to negate whatever they're trying to do. We have Winda, because special one twice. We have the Hand Trap, Ghost Ogre, so we can destroy a card that's face up, whether it's like a field spell or whatever, or a monster that uses effect. And then we have follow-up. So next turn, we're going to be pushing huge damage. We're going to be drawing a lot of cards and basically be able to kill him through whatever he tries to do. But the cool thing is it shouldn't be much through Winda. And if I have an answer for Winda, we can make another one. Condemned Witch. Alright, I don't know what these cards do actually, so I have to read them. These cards will summon, add a Forbidden Quick Play. Forbidden Quick Play? Alright, I'm going to negate that. Because I don't know if there's a link deck, and it's just nice to get monsters off the board so they can't link them. Also, this does seem to search Chalice, which answers Winda, which I don't really care too much about because I can just play another Winda, but at the same time, if I want to negate something else, I can just use Schism to make App Cologne and negate their monster. So it's not a big deal. If they set back rows, I can use this to make Constructs on Dragon, blow up the back row, and then we're good to go. Control of monsters, fusion summon Melodious Fusion from your extra deck. You can do too much for your hand and or deck. Alright, so that's fine then. This is their one special summon. I actually have never really seen these cards before. During that phase of turn, destroy the fusion monster with effect. Sure. And it summons back the guys. We have Windows, so that's okay. So that won't happen. Alright, so I assume they're going to fuse from their deck here. It's pretty cool art. Alright. I'm learning a lot so far. Okay, so what does this do? Because I want to get rid of it, I assume. Here's our battle card effects. Just send. It doesn't destroy, so it's fine. Battle special monster. Inflict damage. It's fine. So basically just deals damage and wins the trade. He's trying to kill Winda. And I don't want Winda to be killed, so we'll use Schism now. So yeah, leaving Winda up in the protecting Winda, you can't really do much. Call by. So what he's gonna call by Construct. so that I can't... Interesting. We can actually play around that by getting rid of our own Macabre, technically. We could also just make a second window. But then if he kills this one, he gets another summon on top of that. Can I just like negate that with App Cologne? I guess I'll just negate that with... It says after damage. Yeah, but it should fall to Gravia. So we should just do App Cologne here. Go ahead and negate that. This way it doesn't get the effect, and window stays alive and we win. My only question is that this seems like an effect that could happen in the graveyard, which means App Cologne wouldn't stop it. So I'm kind of curious as to how that works. If that's the case, then I definitely should do something different, but it's still fine. Oh god, what is this? Oh wow. So they have a card that makes my guy attack 0, so now I can special summon? I didn't know that, obviously. Or I would have... So what I could have done to like probably just be really safe is that just use Schism on a Shaddoll and our own Macabre because it's a light, and then send to Graveyard. We probably won from there. But this could be interesting now. That's if I was like really just like all I care about is this. All I care about is making sure that this window stays alive. So can I show my card effects? I assume that keeps it alive from the fusion spell. That's fine. And they link. Interesting. Bloom Harmless. This is very special in a heavy deck. Yeah, I guess Construct. Getting rid of Macabre just seems like really weird if I don't have to do it. Very Statue Blade, it's funny. That's fine. I could like maybe kill us because they might Link Climb, but I don't even think I care if they Link Climb that much. We have a lot of recursion. Then when this dies, we get an effect. We have Schism still. We're drawing with Beasts. I think we're fine. You can only summon Melodious monsters as well. Okay. Sure, so he adds a Light Fairy to his hand. Very interesting. I haven't seen any of these cards, actually. Just back to the extra deck. What the heck is going on? You can only play Melodious this turn? For turning Confusion using much control. I guess if I Ogre that, that might make his fusion worse. I'm not sure what else I would Ogre. Because now he only has these two. I don't even know if that's good or bad. This is a Melodious, right? Okay. Oh, it did actually matter a lot. He needed 3. His boss monster was 3. That's interesting. Alright, so we probably win here. Considering we drew Alistair. Alright. Draw 2. Macabre's back online. We could just play grass and win. Effect. I guess we'll just be straw. I mean, we pretty much just win for sure here. I already used beasts, so that's fine. Let's just be normal. Let's just be normal. I'll keep it very simple. We could link and do a bunch of stuff here, but I'm just gonna play a Guadius. Kill this. I still kill that one. We'll go Invocation. Get this back. So we have a monster effect negation in hand for Macabre. And then we can just go ahead and Schism with our Ogre. Do this. Ogre, Construct. That way we get rid of this Link monster. So these two can't attack because they're from Schism. But that's fine, because we still lethal. Get some refuel. And we can just get the grass is greener. Alright. Let's go through the motions. And then here we can actually use the Alistair in hand effect. Buffs a fusion by 1,000. And that's it. GG's. Alright, that's my Invoked Shaddoll deck. If you guys are still here, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below what you thought. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tons more coming. Feel free to follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube if not. So, see you guys then. Peace.